In this video, I want to talk about this trailer. It's a minute and like 20 seconds and it flies by very fast. You start off with Jin floating in water. Now first I thought this was symbolic of like the devil gene, but as you see, this is like a actual sort of battle happening. First I thought this was Kazuya, but as you see, this hand here is not a punch. If this was Kazuya, he would be trying to punch Jin, not pull him out of the water. This could be a few things. This could be Angel, it could be a Hydro member, maybe they're coming out of hiding or something like that. We get this flashback here. This is Tekken 3. This is exactly what I wanted to see. It's so brilliant that they're showing us this. They very briefly cut to this temple or this hideout that goes inside this massive tree. There's definitely going to be some importance to the story to this tree. Another thing I want to note here, remember when we were talking about the character with the wings? Look at Jun Kazama hand here. These are full finger gloves. This is another sign that I don't think this is her. If the gloves match, then maybe. Of course, this is Kid Jun Kazama's hand. We're gonna get a look at his past. Now this is when it starts moving really fast. Jun Kazama riding this motorcycle through maybe a Tokyo type of city. This scene is something different. You could tell just by the contrast. Bright day, dark night. So this is somewhere else in the story. Also, Kazuya looking really evil. And I like here how they changed the eye. They made it so much more vicious, so much more gut wrenching. The billboard. One name that I noticed here is Leroy. It has two R's there. I don't know why there's two R's. So Leroy only has one R, but that's definitely Leroy. I watched this part a few times. I think this is Jun Kazama standing up there. When I zoom in, the suit looks white. It doesn't look gray how Kazuya's suit looks gray. But honestly, this could be either one. It could be Jin, it could be Kazuya, or it could be that mystery character who was reaching down for Jin. But regardless, whatever they're doing here is mind-blowing. We see this blue light, which we never really saw from the Devil Gene characters. Usually they shoot red lasers, sometimes it looks purple. This is a bright blue light and it like kind of explodes. We see a shockwave of light just engulf everything. And also too, what I want to note, it looks like this character is holding something. I want to say a head, a bag. Something is in that left hand. I can't tell what it is. This is the first time we're seeing Paul Phoenix and the hair is different. No longer do we have a high top. Now the hair is slicked over, more anime. We'll see how people like this new design. This new design for Law is exactly what I wanted. You have him looking ultra ripped, and then you have these bandages all over his arm. You have veins. You have so much detail in this guy, so much detail. All of this looks like the King of the Iron Fist tournament. This time we're going to get a real stadium. You do have some creature up there with wings. Maybe this is just a statue of Kazuya, sort of representing that he's in control. But you guys see this empty throne up here at the top? To me, this looks like a statue of Heihachi's head. I zoomed in just to really confirm that this was him, and it looks like it's him. You have the one side of hair, you have the second side of hair, and at the top it looks bald, exactly like how Heihachi is, which would be odd. You have all of these devil wing creatures all around the stadium, and then at the top you have Heihachi's head. I don't know, something's not adding up here. Law is using two nunchucks right here. You see how the camera is swinging? This could be his rage art that we're seeing. Maybe this is also a grab. It could be a grab too. Let me know what you guys think. Jack 8, not 7, 8. He has his new Cyclops vision right here. It looks really cool. He has some bullets, this huge laser. Just by looking at the trailer, I wasn't able to identify what building this actually is, but you do have King's introduction. This is King's introduction. His design stays pretty much true to what we see in Tekken 7. You have blue, you have white, you have yellow. The back of his cape is black. So you can see that they're adding a little bit more to these characters. They still want you to be able to recognize these characters. So Jack runs up right here. This is really interesting. He runs up and he does his signature palm. You see that palm? He does that signature hit on King. And I don't know if this is like a counter hit or if this is like some sort of rage usage, but he hits him with this, and then all of these colors flash on the screen. And then look at what he does here. he swings down with his right hand, and then boom, the gun he was carrying comes down from the sky and hits you. Look at how massive that is. So I don't know if this is some kind of EX, meter, super, I don't know what this is, but this is the second time where we see a character using a weapon of sorts. First Law with the nunchucks, then Jack with this big gun. Now right here is really crazy. So King does his signature attack, right? One hit, second hit. But look at this. That fist charges up some kind of aura on it, and then he hits, and it kind of does like an X-ray move. And look at how it hits him against the wall. Boom. Blast off into the sky like an explosion. He hits this thing right here, and so there's something in the ceiling. He hits that. Boom. Hits that. And then I'm guessing King will be able to do some like extra combo. Maybe he will be able to resplat him, or who knows what this is going to be. I never seen anything like this in Tekken. Hit him against the wall, and then they explode into the air. Crazy. Now, here we have Lars. He says, "You can do this, Jun Kazama." I gotta be honest, I hope Lars play a bigger role in the story. He's been feeling a lot like a sidekick in Tekken 7. Hopefully Tekken 8, he gets some real showtime. We get a little bit of a look at his design. This is very reminiscent of like his, I think it was Tekken 6, like his white design with the red. It looks very similar to that. Now, this is basically New York City. See here it says Manhattan General Marketing. Now, focusing on these two actual characters, Lars here does a very simple combo. He does a while standing, it looks like a while standing something, after forcing Jack into crouch. While standing, knocks him down, and then he goes in for a small combo. Now notice he does not use the screw, which is kind of important because Lars is a character in Tekken 7 who's known for having very far wall travel. So the fact that he's not using the screw, it doesn't really tell us whether or not we will reach these walls right here. But something else I want to notice too is look at the tables and the chairs. This tells me some sort of destructible environment is returning. You have so many tables and chairs that's visible. Who knows what else will be able, like you have a cone there, you have so much stuff that you will be able to hit and move out the way. You have Kazuya standing on rubble, it's burning. You have Jin standing on the ground. It's interesting to see that Street Fighter is based in this game in Metro City, which is basically New York, and then Tekken is doing kind of the same thing. We get a close-up of Jin. It says, "I'll kill you," and put an end to all of this. Now in the first trailer, it looks like Jin was trying to reason with him, but this one, it tells us for sure that Jin is trying to put an end to it, kill him. Kind of the similar stage that we saw Lars and Jack fighting in, but this one's more destroyed. The time of day is a little bit different. And you see Kazuya here holding his stomach. Jin is rushing at him. You see how it's blue right here? I'm guessing the same thing that King did to Jack, where the screen turned blue, Jack flew up and hit the ceiling. I'm guessing Jin did some equivalent version of that to Kazuya. That's why the screen is blue like this. Now this right here is pretty much confirming that Devil Jin and Jin are merged as one character. A lot of people was wondering would they do it. It was very controversial, but this is pretty much confirmation. This is fascinating. So he punches him and he does some kind of cancel. This kind of reminds me of like Akuma is doing his like EX cancel with meter. You see, he immediately cancels the recovery frames and charges at Kazuya again. And Kazuya blocks it. Notice that. Kazuya blocks it. And this is going to be some kind of mix-up. It's very reminiscent of Claudio's Forward 4-2 and the 5.0 update where you have these big stuns that goes to mix up afterwards. Crazy. And for some reason Kazuya starts glowing orange right there. I don't know what this means. We're definitely going to need some explanation for everything we're seeing. From there, Jin starts going like red and white. He does this high attack that Kazuya crouches under and then hits him with that mid. This mid is gut-wrenching in Tekken 7 and it's going to be the same thing. This is what I love to see. Transforming into Devil Kazuya mid-match. Mid-match. I'm so excited to see that this is returning. And he says, "That's all you can muster from the blood I gave you." Jin starts rushing. You can see here 2 wings are summoned. Kazuya is just standing there like he's ready to just tank the blow. We get another cutscene of them. This probably could be later on. And here he is reeling back to really punch whatever enemy he's facing. I don't know who he's gonna hit here. It could be anyone. From there you have Jin and Kazuya fighting in the sky, and Jin, right now Kazuya is not in his devil form. And then he throws him down, boom, on the roof and through the entire building. Multiple floors of destruction. Notice what Jin is saying here. Mother, I still can't protect anybody. I can't protect anybody. As he is destroying the entire city, causing massive amount of damage. Inherited blood and will. Here we get another look at Jun Kazama, sort of like the Mother Nature character. We have a bird landing on her finger. It's hard to actually say where this is taking place. There is a tree there, it looks like a rock there, but everything kind of looks either covered in snow or some sort of spiritual realm. It's very difficult to say which of the two it actually is. She's walking out. I'm guessing this is her big reveal. We will cleanse this world of its evil and corruption. She's touching Jin's heart, and you see this same aura. So in Tekken 5, we saw Asuka do this to Devil Jin by accident, but now we see Jun Kazama doing it purposely. And this is exactly what I wanted to see, is her mastery over the Kazama power. I really don't even know what to call it. Touching Jin here, and she's like cleansing him of some kind of hatred or something. That's everything that I was able to spot really briefly in this trailer. I'm definitely going to do another breakdown and just look at everything really thoroughly. Compare this to the lore that we got, compare this to the tweets from Harada. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to have a lot more videos coming ASAP. But thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye.